how-to videos back. See, I got a new toy in my garage. I haven't exactly shown this yet. I actually just picked it up about a week ago, but I'll do a full-blown review soon. Just wanted to actually go through one of the parts that came in the mail, and that is a $30 edition. These are flexible mud flaps, front and rear. Tesla only sells the fronts. I don't understand why they don't sell the rears. They're $40. It's $30 for all three. Kind of go through the pieces, and I'll at least detail out step-by-step instructions. Post this so you guys can also enjoy these. Less paint chips, less damage from road debris, as well as just keeping your car much cleaner. If you're going through the rains, I'm just gonna have this giant rooster tail behind your car. So I mean, all in all, it should at least cut down on trips to the car wash, what have you. So you can see what comes in the box. These are the instructions. Pretty straightforward. I've heard the back is kind of a pain to get these pieces out. When everyone's mentioned the front is not an issue. It does come with this removal tool. It kind of looks like a Y-shaped pair of upside down wrench, or crow's feet. Anyways, and this is what the pieces look like. So, give you a bit of a preview here. There you go. So the other ones apparently are hard plastic, and if you were to install them, they break off. Under with snow, ice, just any kind of treacherous condition, these hopefully are going to last longer. Reviews said so, but they're skeptical about these products on Amazon that aren't at least vetted by a trusted installer or a trusted YouTuber. So I can be that guinea pig here. I'm not being paid, or at least provided any free products. Just a disclaimer, I'm not giving anything here. So it does show you additional instruction details. These are actually pretty neat, step by step. So did a better job with this. And you've got a socket wrench, have all the necessary pieces, a small screwdriver to take out the prior, these plastic connector clips. Again, you've got a couple spare clips, which is nice in case you lose one, fumble one, break one. You can be like, oh my gosh, these things are a hassle. And I'll video kind of one by one. I'll just do one of the left and one of the right. I'm not gonna do all four, so you kind of get an idea during this video. But hope this is informative. I will get to that momentarily. Put my phone down, be back. All right, here we go. Back to business here. It got a bit dirty last night, drove in some rain, some mud. Not sure what's going on. All right, so it said to turn your wheel all the way for easy access. You have to then take a screwdriver and pop these out, following the instructions. Once pried open the clips, when you remove my hand, remove both clips in the front wheel, proceed with the mudguard installation. I'm trying to go through the instructions here, and I'll repeat it on the back. I'll video there too as well. On the mudguard, snap clips in the vehicle's edges. Use the extension clips to insert the sleeve along with the mudguard into the original vehicle holes. Insert the clip into the sleeve. Install the other clip, and the front wheel installation is complete. All right, we'll revisit the rear wheel soon. Let's get a rag here. Gonna clean things up quickly. Towels, using it to kneel on. Try and clean the car up a bit. Sure everything looks good. All right. So this is a supplied screwdriver here. It's harder than I thought. I guess you have to approach it from both angles. I don't know why I use a Phillips head. This is clearly not a Phillips head. Use a flathead to get into here. There's one. Okay, let's get the other one out. That one was easier. Just kind of pop it up. All right, those are dirty. Next step, remove both clips from the wheel to proceed with mudguard installation. Align the mudguard and snaps onto the vehicle's edges. Use provide extension clips. Insert the sleeve along the mudguard in the vehicle's holes. Seems pretty straightforward. All right, there's this one. I guess it's nice and clean, right? Seems to line up pretty smoothly. Yeah, the fitment's not bad. Let's just hope the clips work. They are extended. Oh, look at that. It's held on by itself. Not sure the car's making some noises here. All right, here's one clip. So it looks like boom, boom. I guess you push this in first, be my assumption. And then you push the clip all the way in when you get it through. Yeah, I don't want to screw this up. I'm sure there's going to be a pain to get out once they're like fully embedded. All right, so I'm going to try this first. I'm going to do their recommended approach. That's not doing anything. Well, screw it. Let's see what happens if I can get this thing in here. All right, that's one. I just had to bite the bullet and kind of put it all in at once. It didn't seem to hold if I just put the small piece in. Nice. That's it. We're done. I'm hoping it holds. This one seems a little flimsy. Turn my garage lights back on, but there you have it. That's number today. All right, let's take these off. These don't want to budge. I don't even know what this is for. They provided it. Oh, look at that. Holy shit. That's pretty quick. Okay then. Guess you just use this thing and pry it, and away it goes. Yeah, it's kind of awkward working in here. As opposed to the front, you could just clear everything out. Be like, all right, see you later. Come on. I know you want to come out. Come and play. Excellent. Other one's under here. All right, two out. Now I need to go look underneath the car. Apparently there's one that has a screwdriver on it. Anyway, so underneath the car, there's, I use a socket wrench. Ignore my first tactic. Build quality's better. Jesus. It was on tight. It's lined up, locked, and loaded. Yeah, buddy. Almost there. Oh, like the fit of it. Very nice. Let's see if it lives up. Oh, look at a nice review. Pretty good deal for $30, whatever I paid for this thing. And they even give you extra clips in case you break them or screw them up. Like that. They're not cheap on these. I mean, I'm sure they don't cost anything, but still. It's like, hey, if you screw up, it's okay, dude. Let's do the other one first. The one here seems kind of... that one's in. I had to fix the one in the front, by the way. It came right out. I was like, something's wrong with this. Surely enough, was effed up. All right. Here's number 2. And we'll redo the bottom. I'm sure it's a 10 millimeter socket. So you can see what's going on. Looks pretty good. I mean, do I drive a pickup truck? No, but it's going to prevent a whole bunch of...
All right, I'll openly admit the video angles were not the best for this. However, it was kind of a tight area. I kept bumping into the camera, honestly. So I think, hopefully this is a good representation of how to install these mud flaps. They're really going to help at least preserve your paint, not only keep your car clean, but also less of these paint chips that these Teslas are notorious for succumbing to, which you really want to do to at least preserve the value of your car either way. So again, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll probably have some more Tesla content I'll post up soon. Haven't really done much in this arena, but given the popularity of this car, hopefully that does help. Again, how-to videos, another DIY how-to. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Thanks again as always, guys. Signing off. See ya.